I know, so we're not even going there. Would you like me to recap, or... Okay, what's your idea? Yeah, okay. I'm remiss to remember this, so I apologise. Did you return to the Druid Grove, or are you still in the clearing? That is what I thought. Chill and relax. Yeah, with the nature. Well, no, she can find Dimblum nearly anywhere at this point, so that's really not hard. Yes. Where are the... Oh, the wound that bleeds, there we go. you don't need more money. You look around to a beautiful grove that seems to have hot springs and almost be somewhat spring and summery in the middle of the ice. However, one figure does dominate a lot of the landscape. A large white stag with beautiful horns grazes in the meadow. Yes. This is Hattie not quite grasping language. No.
With surgical like precision, the two of us managed to both subdue and mostly leave it unharmed, though I think it was
I'm
any
fairly
collateral
sure.
damage was understandable.
I'm fairly sure it appreciated the potion of healing I gave it.
It seems to.
Well, sounds like you guys were up for quite an adventure.
Yes, and the blizzards that roamed this place seems to have subsided enough for you to find us.
It's very
Well,
true.
it's not hard finding you, Dimblum. I can sense where you are. I just follow my internal Dimblum pointer.
Beg to differ. As I roll a 38 in stealth.
Oh god.
Well, I can still sense where you are, even though I can't see you.
You can sense my
you go?
general location.
You just watch as Dimblum just does the Halo shield thing where he just ripples into light.
It just blends in with the surrounding.
I'm not there.
Nanobotting.
He pouts.
The nanobots just adjust quickly.
Yes.
Well, I am glad to see that both of you are
Ooh, I love that.
still looking like yourselves and not dead.
I mean, I
We're glad to
think
see you
it why
alive as well, Trix.
it's kind of hard to kill us at this point.
I
It's-
think
it
you
is-
Speak for
greatly
yours-
overestimate that possibility, but we are pretty stout.
Speak for yourself, you immortal robot.
It's worth knowing that Trix is somewhat uncomfortable and has weird tickles and itches every now and then.
Oh, also, we met the personification. We met the personification of death.
Am I drugged, Alex?
No, you're not drugs!
Oh, okay. Then why am I itching?
Ask your fellow character.
You went digging through a bunch of strange plants and animals.
No. Where are
no,
you?
I don't think the plants is the issue. But Hattie, can you just? Oh, there's a spot on my back.
Yes. And she'll hold out some clawed fingers. Not clawed fingers.
And she will like rub her back to your finger. Oh yeah, that's the spot, Hattie. A little bit higher.
Also, side notes,
Okay.
have you given
Would you like me to take a look
Aina
at this?
her upgraded item?
No.
Heritage thing item.
No.
Okay.
Why is the gnome itchy?
You know why.
I don't
It's been so long, and what we did in roleplay, we have forgot, Alex.
Yeah, I haven't.
Did she forget? Is she allergic to tea?
No, she's allergic to
I-
hallowed ground and
Mm,
sacred places.
okay. Thank you. It's been a hot minute. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, no, I thought this was the me almost poisoning her tea thing.
Well,
No.
I think it's just your natural. And then Patty will pat her a little bit and say, "I think this place might be a little too holy for you."
Too pure for you.
Explains the itching. I keep getting this in churches as well.
Why would you ever go into a church?
Well, that's what I kept telling my mom.
I mean, why would your mom force you into a church?
Well, to keep up the image, you know. We were quite high up. Back home, we had to uphold appearance. Even though...
Well,
yeah.
you know what? Hattie, do you want to say something to the stag before we leave?
I think so. That would be very good. At least to thank him for his time and for his role here in local ecosystem.
Because I want to do something I haven't tried in a long time.
Oh
Should I be
God.
concerned?
Yes, I am.
Just a short thing before you start that. Trix will, as she sees the stag, just do like a short bow, just out of honor, respect. I don't know. Just greet it and like, hey, hello. Yeah. So she's not being rude.
I was so certain you were going to say something akin to Trix will do short animal handling.
Compared to the
I don't
friendly
think this
stag.
stag is tameable.
That's never stopped you before. Snuffles
No,
is all I'm saying.
Oh, that's so close! That's so close! One off! I was one off!
Yeah, no, the stag is already on our side. It's
Well,
fine.
the animal handling is for her greeting, so let's
Yes.
just say that.
She
It does a very good
greeted
greeting.
flawlessly.
Yes.
Somehow you know how to speak stag in mannerism.
I know stag body language.
Yes.
So Hattie is going to walk up towards the stag as we start preparing to depart this place. And just speak to it very, very plainly in common, hoping it can understand and assuming it probably can. I hope you are doing well now that we have cured whatever this curse was around you. There is a time coming where we may have to call on the good and pure and light in this world to stave off a great darkness. I'm sure you may be aware of who I speak, though I do not wish to utter his name. Places like this. But please, if you could, I offer no obligation, but just the pleading from one resident to another. That if you can think of ways to help, or when that time comes and we need something, please consider it. But otherwise, I'm glad to have your grove back. You back. Its rightful place in this world. I shall bow.
The stag will also bow its head.
Now,
Well, and I will use my Arcane Forge Maul to hold on to both Trix and Hattie when I do this, and I will cast Teleport and go back to the grove.
Oh god. Oh yes, you have access to this.
When
Yeah.
did you get access to this?
When I got the Arcane Forge Maul,
He just hasn't used it.
I've been threatening to teleport you for so many sessions.
Are they willing?
I don't know. That's up to them.
yes,
I know.
Oh, the urge every time someone else teleports. The urge I'm getting. The evil urge. But I'm gonna be willing. I have done it once.
anti-magic field.
Yeah, no, I have dimensional lock. I don't know if it works on teleport, but I did it to Auden once. He caused
works on-
dimensional gate probably, and I just dimensional lock.
That's funny.
Yeah, it is very funny.
He was not happy.
Oh,
He was
I
not
think I was
happy.
there.
No.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think you
you
were
were.
there because I think we were. It was back in Cholt, I believe.
Yeah, it was somewhere in Shoulder just after leaving Shoulder. I don't remember for sure, but it was somewhere right in there.
I remember correctly, I had to leave the room because I couldn't deal with it.
It was
He
pretty.
was so mad at me.
He was so mad. Didn't we have to have a 5-minute break for him to calm down, actually,
but
I
like,
think?
how am I ever going to use dimensional lock unless someone casts dimensional gate?
You use it on people that plane shift, but so far we haven't encountered many of those other than us.
On plane
I don't think
shift
that
a
would-
little
like plane
too
shift.
much instantaneous to cast lock on.
I have a different rule dimensional lock because it's from.
You have a reaction.
Yeah, do you cast dimensional lock as a reaction?
Oh
I
no,
believe
not
so.
as a reaction. It's just a standard action.
Because that's the only counter to, if you want to counter plane shift in that very specific way, is to have that as a reaction.
Oh, I forgot to show you last time. There are tiny creatures tending to the grove, although I wasn't sure if they'd fit, so I'm still undecided, but fuck it, I'm showing you anyway.
Oh my god, it's a chewing gum.
They're both
It makes
haunting and cute at the same time.
They're adorable.
As
I
they
mean, I
should
wouldn't go that far.
Snow totems or snowdums.
Yeah,
Oh no. Not
I don't like
Snowtoms.
that at all.
No.
Ooh.
No, we're not taking one with us.
personally-
Yeah, I was about to say, no, either, you cannot have one.
I want to see how well or horribly gone teleport or horribly wrong teleport goes. So, who rolls the D100? Because we could just end up closer, but not very close. Or
That is
15 miles in the sky.
18.
Oh god,
To
I've got to reread teleport.
Yeah, no, I'm not very familiar with teleports.
I would say you're very familiar with the groves.
Oh, the GM rolls a D100 and
Yeah, I know.
consults the table.
And it looks
I
like
am
25 to 100 is normal. 14 to 24 is off target, but in the area. 6 to 13 is a similar area, and 1 to 5 is a terrible mishap. It's a terrible.
yeah. I don't know.
Oh, you're fine.
55. Yes, we would be fine.
I want to put in though that Trix is very adept in teleporting. Could she aid in like guiding us to
No.
the correct place?
No, you
Okay.
can't. The incantation happens, and whether it goes right or not is down to the
Okay.
incantation.
Yes.
You can't interfere with
Well,
it.
you know what, Alex? If you want to interfere, technically...
I'm not interfering, I'm just trying to!
Yeah. Technically, my Arcane Forge Maul is a sentient weapon.
I'm
and
aware
it
it's
is-
sentient, I built the bloody thing!
Yes. So, whenever
Do
I
not
cast
speak the
teleport,
old magic
you
to me, I was
are-
there when it was written!
Whenever I cast teleport, you can essentially teleport me wherever you want to, because...
I could just teleport you back to Schultz and say, fuck you all!
Sigil.
Although it's too far.
Suddenly sigil.
Yeah, suddenly we're back in Sigil, and Ina's fine, and Trix is absolutely fine because she's at home. In Sigil.
Addie is somewhat concerned, but also
Yeah, there's a lot
Anyway.
of curious.
showing up back in the grove. Like, where do we apparate in or around there? Like, right back at our camp?
I
I'm
assume that is where I'm picturing. I'm picturing our encampments.
Okay, you're picturing your encampment. I will be merciful.
Yay!
Oh, well,
Hang on, they're all in the wrong places. Where are you in this map?
Well, two
You're
of
down by
us
the
are down
oar.
there.
Yeah, down
I
there.
don't think I am here at all.
You're
yeah, I
on the
think
GM
she's
layer.
at a nondescript
Good
location.
Yeah, DM layer. As we get back, Dimlim will sit down and he will do levitational sit-ups with a
Oh, God,
37
no.
in athletics.
Is this the next phase of your gym routine?
Yes. I'm having a gym day today.
But yes, you were
Wondering
you were explaining to Trix that you had a lovely meeting with Death.
Yes, as I was saying a bit ago,
I like the fact just as it's going on, Dimblum is like, "No, going!"
yep. Well, as I was explaining a moment ago, we did have an interesting, journey, I guess.
You know,
A bit of a discussion and a bit of a
I want
meeting.
to try something here.
Oh God!
Go for it.
And as I'm doing my sit-ups,
Every time
I
he says that.
will access the coil memory spark and actually see what that does for me.
Are you having fun?
Granting
making that motion
Dimblem
over
a
and over?
temporary
I know.
ability once per long rest. Channel
No, I know.
Suruk Essence.
I know.
As you're figuring
Yeah.
that out, I'll continue explaining to Trix.
Yeah.
So, we went on this. We were beckoned by Death, essentially, or at least one of the Keepers of Death. I don't know if they were maybe the only one. But they
Pretty sure he can split his
Very likely.
personality. That's not the right word.
He's like the
Essence.
Santa. He can be everywhere at once.
probably yes.
Like the Santa.
But this is
Sorry.
This was Mortis was how he introduced himself to us, and we went on a bit of a journey, visiting different afterlives and speaking to the people. The souls
You met
that were,
Mortis?
yes, that were resting there.
Nice fella.
You know him.
Oh yes, this is Trix's
Dude, that
backstory
gave-
moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say, haven't I been on a horse carriage with Mortis?
And a boat.
Or was it the boat? Yeah,
was a boat.
It was the boat as well. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's a really nice fella. He gave me this, and she pulls out her death coin, the last one she has.
Full coin.
Because you would, Yeah, you will remember that she had to. I don't know if Hattie would have
Yeah.
paid. I think she knows she
Yeah.
used it on Shirley. Yeah, he gave me this. Way back, way before I met you guys.
Right.
Really nice though. A bit of a
I am
quiet
not.
guy, really.
I'm not one to question the mechanisms of greater forces of nature. Huh.
Oh, but yeah,
He was
you
very
met
nice.
Mortis.
Yes.
Ah,
But he took us on a bit of a journey through several of the afterlives, and most
Oh,
notable
God.
there, I ended up speaking with one of my own kin.
you did.
My Nana, yeah. Been
Oh, your
many years since
Nana.
I've seen her, and,
Oh.
well, it was good to see her.
Yeah, I can imagine. I miss my Nana. I didn't call her Nana, but I miss my Nana as well.
That's fair. And it's
I'm
probably...
glad you got to talk to your Nana.
It's been 50 or 60 years, I think, since I've last spoken to her, and
It's
that
been
was
7
not a
hours
very
and 15
pleasant parting.
days.
And it was not a very pleasant... I don't have keen mind. Otherwise, it would be that specific. And it was not a very pleasant parting. That was during the attack when I fled. That was the
Oh,
last I saw her.
did she?
Yes, she
Die?
died in the attack.
Oh,
She died
okay.
protecting my brother and me and getting us away.
Aw.
But she
Well-
fell to Aether rocks.
Well, you did the right thing though. But I'm glad you got to at least talk to her one more time.
It was very nice. But yes, it was a noble death. And that's all you can hope for in this world, is a death worthy.
Or not dying. That would be even better.
The cycle comes for all of us. It's just a matter of how you...
Yeah, you're probably right, but you can see like she doesn't agree with you at all. Like you are right, but she doesn't agree to that.
Even those who chase immortality rarely truly find it. And when they do,
Yeah, no,
they still fall to the I'm trying to think of a more elegant word, but to the composting of time and the cycle. To the recycling of energy.
everything
Eventually,
dies
that's
eventually.
every...
While this is going on,
But
did
you
we
are
have-
allowed to try and postpone it though.
Of course.
Yes.
We should all strive to survive as long as we can, but... Death is not the end. This is just the next
Well,
stage
you-
of our journey.
Well, you two are going to live a buttfuck longer than I am, so I'm feeling envious of you.
That's why you're gonna die faster because you skip out on core day, he says, doing sit-ups.
I'd rather
No.
eat pancakes.
Well, come over here. This is too easy.
And I have found a nice balance somewhere in between.
And I will use tricks as a weight as I do sit-ups.
You know, she like lay back. This is really nice. If you close your eyes, it's like a soothing. Is gonna lull me into sleep, and she's gonna just lay there and be rocketed into sleep. Rocking. No, she can't
Rock.
sleep, but she's gonna pretend to sleep.
No, you
Yeah.
can sleep, technically, if you choose to, we discussed, remember?
No, I think she's incapable of sleeping. Because of the one thing I have, which is not on this character sheet, but my first one. Hold on.
Wasn't that the one that you
There-
just... I thought it just said that you don't have to sleep. I didn't think it was that you couldn't.
Rick's really old. Okay, let's see if what it is. Features
Right.
and traits.
Lars, I have a
Yes.
question for you above table.
Yes.
Is Alcar a magnanimous being, or is Alcar a being who leans more into being the god of war?
I am going to play Alcar as a more happy-go-lucky type of war god.
Why did I just get pictures of Shigoroth from Skyrim?
Shegorath, yes.
I mean, it's not terribly far off.
Oh
I
god,
might turn you with a maul and destroy you. I might turn you into a chicken.
we don't really know, do we? It could be anything. This little
I
Jaggerleg
don't
fellow
even
keeps coming
know.
along. Oh no, he's...
That's Alcar's
Oh no!
Final form.
Fine, Alcar is now Shegorath.
I don't want him to be Shegorath. I want him to be something of himself. So Alcar will be the type of person that enjoys the fight, but he will not go to war without rhyme or reason.
Okay. I needed to know this because I need to know how I'm going to portray what's about to happen.
Yeah, I'm
Is
not
that-
considering the druids as enemies, if that's where you're going.
No, I'm not. No.
Cool. Murder everyone.
Ah,
Is
well,
there that essence of Alcar kind of showing through in how Dimblum acts as well?
We're
Like
going to
Dimblum
find out.
seems very similar.
In a minute, we'll find out.
Okay.
I know it's your question. Or statement,
well, I
or whatever.
actually now have 2 points because
They're growing.
Dimblum and Alcar are very different people, but Trix hasn't told anyone she's met Alcar, and she's gonna keep it that way. So,
Oh god,
but
no!
yeah, no, I found out.
That's a complicated moment for Trix.
Yeah, but she has decided not to tell Dimblum.
Yes, I know. We discussed this
so-
while we were at the
so
cabin.
she-
so-
Oh,
Yeah.
also,
we-
you only met Alcar for a very brief moment.
Yeah, but she still knows it's you, but not you.
Yeah.
But anyway, I found out what my feature was. It's aspect of the moon, and I think because I have read it that you no longer need to sleep and can't be forced to sleep by any means. But she can probably choose to sleep.
That's what I
don't
mean. You
know.
can choose to sleep.
So
Like a nerd.
Dimblum will receive a voice in his head. It's in his head, but it's also in his body, in his soul, and in the maw.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Ah, this one. Hey, one of my absolute favorites. Come here, lean in. Let me tell you something about what it means to speak like the sun. Oh my god, I've become Wukong. Back in the golden days, before the time got all knotted up and pantheons started bickering like actions. We didn't ask the world to listen. We spoke, and it did. Mountains bowed, oceans stilled, and the little ones, oh, they froze in their tracks. You see, the spell, this echoes of the first tongue. It's not just a fancy trick. No. It's a reminder. A big radiant smack of truth right in part of the brain where they pretend to be civilized. When you speak it, Dimblum, you're not shouting, you're shining. You're tapping into the sound that made the world at first hear us. And oh, what a sound it was. Glorious, terrible, and unforgettable. I'm so sorry what I've done to Alcar. Suddenly, all their clever plans and battlefield formations just fall apart, like sandcastles at high tide. One word from you, they remember they're not kings or generals or archmages. They're frightened little things that once crawled through the muck and looked up at the sun. At me! And shivered. Oh my god, I did become Shegorath. They snarled and thrashed and panicked, sure, but deep down they remember what it's like to kneel before something bigger, brighter, better, me! And you, my boy, my blazing engine of harmony, you're the brightest thing left. So go on, light 'em up! I'm so deeply
Okay.
sorry.
Okay. Is
think
this
Alcar's
now
good.
an ability I have unlocked and can use?
Yes.
Okay.
Bright like a diamond. Shine bright.
For all of you that want to know what this actually does,
I'm so sorry. I don't know where that went.
it's an action. I can use it 2 times a day. Echo of the first tongue. All enemies within 120 feet must succeed at 22 DC Wisdom save or regress into primal fear, losing language, hide thoughts, and the tactical coordination. They act like beasts for 1 minute.
Well,
He's tapping
So
into
you're
the
just
powers of a
making our
god.
enemies angrier.
No, he's making them stupid and useless.
Yes,
if you
If
don't
that's
have
how it works.
language, you can't cast most spells.
yes.
Well, that's true.
Crippled a caster.
That's true.
Yes.
There
Oh,
are a few ways and a few exceptions, but
But I assume Dimblum was the only one that heard that Sheogorath voice in...
I don't think I did too badly trying to do Shagora.
No, but you were
It got
supposed to
better!
do
It got
Sheogorath,
better! It got better!
I turned into Shagorath. I got better.
Yeah, I became Shagora. I got better!
Oh no. Is Dimblum just... Is Alcar just all the Daedric princes?
Oh god, is he going to become Molag
Just
Bal at one
different
point?
personalities of the Daedric
Yeah.
princes.
He's angry as Molag Bal. He's
Yeah, I was
happy
gonna
as
say,
Shagora.
if Alcar has the same sex drive as Molag Bal, I'm starting to doubt Talia's fetishes.
What's the debauchery?
Which makes, in the whispers, you hear a name as well.
Oh.
You hear the name Nytheris.
Nytheris.
It's a name you've never heard before. No one has.
Anyone know who Nytheris is?
Actually, is it
See,
Nytheris? Hang on, did I change my mind?
No. I say as I'm still doing sit-ups, which...
Oh, no,
Drakes.
wrong one, I'm sorry. I've got like 12 different ones I was toying with. No, I said
Oh.
Kalzaneth is the one I went with.
Has anyone heard about Kalzaneth? Seems oddly familiar, but
Are you saying it
strangely
out loud?
far. Yes.
Oh.
But strangely non-familiar as well.
Well, I don't know. Have any of us heard of it?
You can roll history, but I'm going to tell you the DC is 30.
I can make that.
I can
Wait.
also make that.
I can't. Oh wait, no, wrong one. That's
Deception!
No, I
Who are you
I
trying to
cannot-
deceive?
so
I
close.
cannot make it.
So close.
I can't make it, but let's see if I nat 20 it. It's unlikely.
This is when he nat 20s. No, okay. None of you know who Kalzaneth is.
Would I know with my
later date.
would I know with my 26 anything else like the phonetic of the name? Does it sound familiar?
It seems to have... Do I give you this? It's a name... Oh shit, you would actually know this. Fuck.
Oh.
Would I?
It's a name, and it is spoken in High Valerian. It doesn't exist in any other language.
Okay. Well, I don't know who the guy is, Dimblum, but by the judging of the name, it sounds very prestigious. You know, High Valerian shit. She says out loud, half asleep.
I mean,
Like, this is a
maybe-
very normal... It's just High Valerian shit. What?
Good.
I mean, that does make sense.
Fix is getting a
Seeing
high
as-
off her
know-
own supply.
It sounds like something from the old
Wild
days.
Brown Valerian. What?
I am the doom of old Valeria.
Well, you know, let's not dwell too hard on it. I've learned a nice new thing.
It's good.
This lasts until you use the item again, by the way.
And then it changes.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm not gonna have 20 different things.
It's going to change.
Okay.
I've always had a roll table for it, but I've changed my mind on like 12 different things, which is why I was so frantically typing. I was like, no, I don't like that now.
Okay, nice. I liked cancel all casters. Shout.
Is that what we're calling it? Cancel or casters?
Casting
Cancel
call.
casters.
Yes. Canceling all casters. Canceling all casters.
I
can
hope
think
it
of a
is.
more
I hope
appropriate
it's specifically enemies and not just all creatures.
It specifies enemies.
Good.
name. What was it actually called? Did it have an actual name?
Echo of the first thong. Tong.
Thong of the first thong.
Thong.
Echo of the
Thong.
first thong.
Echo of the first speedo.
Very valid. Well, glad you have some new abilities, and I find. I assume you had a vision of some sort just now. That came out of nowhere.
I just tried that new thing our serpent friend gave us when we went around with Mortis.
Ah,
Oh, by the way,
Serpent, you encountered a serpent?
this is the incantation.
Oh God.
well, I did say we both went journeyed.
Which tricks can
various
probably translate for you.
times, I thought.
Yes.
I can.
Oh yes, Trix, you can add High Valerian to your languages.
Oh! Thank you. Now, how many have I? Okay, I'm gonna add it to this one.
Grong. I love the fact you just speak Grong.
Yeah.
You speak the language of the frogs.
Ribbit.
Rabbit.
No,
Rabbit.
it's lots of strange clicks. It's lots of strange clicks. It sounds like Gungan.
These are your humble servant.
Misa not Siflord. No, Misa nice.
Oh, fuck. I am actually able to summon the grungs now because I got the flute.
Only in Chult.
Yes, we
Yes.
don't want the grung hair.
Yes, bring frog people to the frozen north. Commit
Well,
genocide. Go on.
Technically, it doesn't specify that on the item.
It fucking should. For the sake
but
of
it
their
doesn't.
but for the sake of their survival, it really needs to.
Trix just summoned the whole whole grung civilization to the north, and they all die and go extinct.
Trix
It
becomes
worked
Grung
Immediately.
Hitler.
Yeah.
I just tested
I hate
if
to
the
say that.
thing works, and it works. I'm
Excellent.
not casting it.
No, all the druids are not enemies. We're fine.
Actually, fuck it, I can't cast it.
Everyone keeping this entire glacier safe is now fucked because Dimble wanted to try a new spell.
Nah, it's fine. I shan't do stupid things.
Really? Are you sure about that?
Not too often.
Well, I plan on doing stupid things, so.
God, it's a huge fucking circle as well.
Oh yeah, it's massive.
120
Oh
foot
my-
radius.
God.
You're tapping into a god's powers. What do you expect?
Yeah, but Jesus. Everything within this radius can't cast spells now.
Mind you, it's a wisdom save, so there will still be some people that make that.
Yes. There are people able to make it. And
Yeah,
I
I'd be able to
assume
make
this is something that can potentially be counterspelled.
Yes.
From an item. I was gonna say I don't know for sure.
It's still technically a spell.
Yeah.
Fair.
It
And
is-
other things like anti-magic field
Yeah.
that just turn
Yeah,
off.
it will
magic,
not
Period.
penetrate an anti-magic
Yeah.
field. No.
Which you've seen that how to use that to great effect earlier.
I mean, I can do that myself.
Yeah.
Very limited. I can make a Dimblem-sized anti-magic field.
That's fair.
But we have something to deal with first.
I mean, we have to say that we did the quest.
Yeah, that's one of the main things you need to deal with, yes.
On that note, I guess Hattie's going to go ahead and, since the others are occupied, I guess Hattie should start walking down there.
I will
Follow them too.
float as I do sit-ups.
Trix is asleep.
Yes.
Just along for the ride.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Just being carried on the backpack by Dimblem. Like a papoose.
Oh, well, I'm carrying her while I'm still doing my sit-up things.
It was.
Your
I don't remember
purse.
exactly who it was, but it was somebody right down here.
Serena.
Thera
Lyra.
Frostfang.
There we go.
Lyra.
Delightful to see you again. I hear you
Oh,
bring good
and
news
this
to
is
spirits
my
to me.
wife.
You are married?
Yes.
Oh,
small-
this is a new
Oh.
development.
But yes, no, we seem to have found out what was going on, and if I may say so, rather unexpectedly and quickly fixed the problem. I expected it to be much more complicated than it was, but it was a fairly simple isn't the right word, but it was a fairly straight process of curse.
Excellent. This pleases me.
And we
So
have
hopefully
not
this
harmed the stag either.
yes, other than a few bumps and bruises along the way, there was no violence involved.
I mean, there was a little bit of violence. It did try to tackle us.
And all we did was bump and bruise it a bit so we the curse properly.
I mean, I slammed it very hard.
Just
but
had
it's
to keep
sturdy.
bringing that up. It was unharmed ultimately.
I gave it a health potion.
Yes, it seemed to be back to
Then I
pretty
am
much normal.
forever grateful. Please choose a gift from among our incantations. It's worth knowing down on this part of the map, there's now a token which shows you how much reputation you have with the druids.
Oh my god, we have 7 feet of progress.
It's 25.
Wait, is
Yeah, I
it?
was gonna say it looks more like 1/4.
Oh, hang on, there we go.
No, it's 7. There we go.
I see what you were
Physically
getting at.
7 feet. It's 1.5 box.
You have 7 feet of reputation. Congratulations.
Yay!
Yep.
She will hold out a book with 6 spells in it. All of which you are all capable of casting. But you can only choose one. Collectively. You will all learn the spell, however.
Right, it is the druid spell. That is in the.
No, they are not-
journal.
Is it there? No, you haven't got it.
I am waiting
It
for the
says
list.
druid spells there.
Where?
Down in the Great Glacier.
Oh, yes, there. Sorry. I have done it. I
And
thought
there are 6 spells.
Oh,
There are. Sorry, I forgot I actually put it in there.
Yes. And I've forgotten which one of them I actually want.
So, Frostbound Sanctuary, Glacial Rift, Whispers of the Glacier, Heart of the Glacier, Cryogenesis, or Aurora Veil. You have to collectively choose which one you wish to have.
I'm reading quick so I have the recommendations.
What's this Aurora wheel I wanted?
These are a bit less profane than what Trix is used to, but they're still spells that could be useful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I'm gonna let the others choose.
It's not Trix's kind of thing, is it?
No, but like there are a couple of things here, like immunity
Cryogen-
to cold. I think I
Yeah.
because I have resistance right now, so yeah.
Cryogenesis is
No,
quite Trix.
Yeah, cryogenesis was the only one that I was like, wait, this actually looks cool. But yeah, no, I'm gonna actually let the two of you decide. Firstly, because you guys did the quest thing, and secondly, I don't care.
Fair. You are already super overpowered.
Oh yeah, while they're deciding, I explained to the others, but not to you. Each of the factions has their own gifts and reputations. So there are more than just this you could potentially have access to.
Okay. Well, these are even in the school of what Trix is used to. So she would appreciate a new spell, but I'm gonna let you two choose. She's asleep anyway, so...
I have forgotten entirely which one of these I want, so Travis, choose which one you feel like.
It's all on you, Travis.
I'm still reading. Give me a minute. I'm on the 6th one right now.
Not to put pressure on you, but it's all on you now.
It's all on
I think for Dimlim it's either number 6 or number 1.
Frostbound Sanctuary or Aurora Vale.
Yes.
Aurora Vale actually looked cool, just because it's
It's too much of a belladonna spell.
I actually thought, like, wait, Aurora Vale, isn't that just something I already have?
Nah. We can probably give you something close to it in the yokai, but not this one.
Do we get options from the skills and techniques as well, or just the spells?
Just the spells at this time.
Just the spells this time, okay. Let's see. See, I like Glacial Rift because it's a damaging option. And it's not concentration. All of the other ones are concentration spells.
Ooh, that's actually a good point. I don't like concentration spells.
I like them. I just have like half of my spell list is already concentration. So it's I already play a heavy concentration character, but it's not exclusively my decision.
I mean, if you want to take Glacial Rift, we take Glacial Rifts. I'm a barbarian. I can't cast these spells when I rage anyway.
That's true.
And I'm most likely not going to use it anyway.
Squandering.
Or, you know, we could all just... Wait, does it specify ground? No, it doesn't specify ground, so we could stack a multi-layered glacial rifts.
Oh god.
Yes. We can multi-layer this if we want to torture someone.
Oh god, so that's instantly where you go for torture. Okay.
I can't help how my brain is wired.
That's your inner war god coming out.
Yep. There it is. We're already seeing the transition begin.
My inner war god is focused around torture. If you want Glacial Rift, we take Glacial Rift.
They're all really good in their own rights. They're just all situational.
Yes.
Glacial
Then
Rift
we
is
do
the most
Glacial Rift.
straightforward one. But at the same time, Glacial Rift, there's a lot of things here that are immune to cold damage. Or at least
Yeah, but we're not
No.
gonna be here forever.
True.
Well, Glacial Rift can be good for multiple purposes. Not only does it actually do damage, but it can also help us if we ever need to be in a retreat position or whatever. Because it's not only, like I said,
Have
damage.
we wanted to retreat?
You
Couple of
never
times,
know,
actually.
okay?
A couple of times, actually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Not often,
just
but occasionally.
Or we
It's a
don't
viable
necessarily need to
strategy.
retreat, but if we just need like a breather around to like do shit before we start punching the enemies again, it's very nice to have something you can like.
Distance yourselves.
Unless you're Belladonna and just makes the whole fight way worse.
Yep. Or Hu Zhao that also makes the fight way worse in different ways. Darkness everywhere!
Yeah, they
Speaking
are
of darkness
not
everywhere-
a compatible duo.
Cryogenesis
An
is
interesting
another one I
duo.
found interesting.
What did you say, Travis?
Cryogenesis is another one I found interesting. Or the field of
Cryogenesis.
control it could use. And then, third one I found particularly interesting was Whispers of the Glacier. The lowest level one, but in 10 minutes of tremor sense to 60 feet in the snow and ice is actually pretty useful in the area, at least.
I will also say with the. Oh wait, you were talking about Whispers of the Glacier.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, just pick one so I know which spell I have to make.
I will give you all a choice. Let's say between Glacial Rift, the outright damaging one, and Cryogenesis, the one that does a little bit of damage and freezes things in place. Which one do you guys feel in the moment?
Am I even able to cast divination magic? Like flat out at all?
Technically.
Of those are divination. Whisper is divination, but the
Yeah,
two
'cause-
he
'cause I'm
told
actually-
you about is
I
not
think those were both conjuration.
transmutation and
Yes.
conjuration.
Oh, it's Glacial Rift is transmutation.
Yes, cryogenesis
Cryogenesis.
has the thing that we need to buy
Oh,
gems
I keep
worth
reading.
of
I keep
500.
reading on the wrong one. I'm
I
sorry.
have so many expensive gems, I can already cast this. This is.
Is it encased in ice that is worth 500 gold?
It could be.
Yeah, I was like,
Just
it
walk
could
outside.
very easily be. I am ice. I am the element.
Well, I actually lean more towards Glacial Rift.
Okay.
Then we take
about you?
glacial rift.
All right, let's go ahead and take Glacial Rift.
Good.
Outright damaging, difficult terrain could come in handy.
Now, does this spell scale, Alex, or is it just a 4th level spell?
It's a 4th level.
Okay.
If I
Doesn't
make
scale.
that if I make it scale, it might scale after Epic Destinies, but it's not scaling now.
Okay.
And
But for
I
the moment, it
assume,
doesn't scale.
and I assume it's not in a D&D Beyond, so I'm gonna.
Of
manually
course it's
add
not.
I'm
it.
making it. Relax yourself.
Nothing I create is in D&D Beyond anymore.
I am making it. You just wait.
I'm waiting here.
I'm always making spells.
Yeah, Lars is now like
know what?
the designated maker. He's our group
Yeah,
artificer.
Said it.
He's our group artificer.
Because
Oh no!
yeah, he's the group artificer.
Oh god!
Well, I was going to say though, I have long been thinking about combining all of my character sheets of tricks into one physical character sheet for her because I can't keep track anymore.
Yeah, we're going to swap to... I've decided I love World Anvil, but we're going to swap to D&D to Roll20.
Yeah.
Because World Anvil has a learning curve, and I don't think lots of us are willing to do that in the time span.
I'm almost 30. I can't learn anything new.
And there is a way to transfer most of your stuff from D&D Beyond straight into Roll20.
Yeah.
Most of your stuff.
I'm not doing that. My character sheets are fucked up already.
From that point, though, I will create a new OneNote, which is just characters. So your character will be on there. You can add anything you want, and there'll be like a running character sheet for you. You'll have one that says inventory, one that's stats, one that's spells, and you can just copy and paste.
Yeah, so we got like actions tab and spell tab, or it's spell tab.
Yeah, I'll
inventory
basically
tab.
create all the tabs. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
Oh, that means I can decorate the OneNote page.
That's where you go with that?
Yes.
Why not?
I'm gonna make it pretty.
At which point
It's my character sheet.
Oh god! At which point it seems prudent to take a 5-minute break.
Yay.
There we go. And we're 3, 2, 1. We're back in the room.
So, yes, we have...
Thank you for your gracious gift. This will be invaluable.
Yes,
Work
it will
done
be valuable.
should be rewarded. Though we can offer little, what we offer may aid.
What you offer so far has been a foothold, a home, a welcoming. That is more valuable than anything could hold in a book.
We offer
So,
safety in this land. Such things are not easy to come by.
A rarity.
At this
Indeed.
point, Dimlim will stop doing sit-ups. He will raise himself still, holding Trix and letting her sleep. But not doing the rocking motion anymore.
That will instantly wake her up, because she's not supposed to sleep.
It's...
Yeah,
Is
what
he
did I
crying?
miss?
Is he crying? No, he's not crying.
It's your wife, not your
Here,
child.
Memorize this. Memorize this quickly, Trix. And I'll hold the spell your direction.
Oh, hold on. It's just vaporized. It's just for flavor. So it's just water that vaporizes as she touches. And thank you.
Steam.
Yes, just see steam. But she wants to have dramatic flair.
It's an interesting acquisition technique. I just memorize the steps and learn to call upon it. Maybe we should have a chat. But there, you're good to go.
Thank you. Wow, this spell feels cold. And she looks at her hands.
Yes.
I mean, it's all in the flavor of things.
I've done similar already before, so this is not outside of my purview. Though I'm sure it is new for you.
It
Well, I do
does-
have always been able to cast Frost, but that's like, just basic. And this is her saying she has Ray of Frost. It's my only cold spell.
You literally got
Honestly.
a cold spell.
Yeah. And it's not even something she learns, it's from a book. So she doesn't have it in it.
You
Well,
know
yeah,
what?
I've got to
I-
try this. It's
Yu-Gi-Oh beer?
yeah, it's Return to the Shadow Realm. It's actually Yu-Gi-Oh beer.
Oh.
Banished to the Shadow Realm.
Is it a hazy IPA?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I was
Because
like, that
what-
would be a very fitting name for a hazy.
Actually, it's a West Coast IPA.
Ooh, even better. I like West Coast IPAs a lot.
You know what?
I'm biased maybe, but they're really good.
I want
Sorry,
to
Max.
try something here. You two.
Oh,
And he
no.
will point towards Trix, who's still in his hands. I don't know why I'm pointing towards you.
No, you're pointing with her.
Yeah, I'm pointing at Hattie with Trix.
Yeah.
You two.
You
see-
what?
You see about 100 feet up in the air that there is nothing we can damage there, right?
In a cave.
Have you,
You
have
are
you
in a
heard about
cave.
gravity?
Okay, how tall is the cave? I'm just assuming it is more than 120 feet tall.
It is 120 feet tall.
Okay. You see 60 feet up into the air where there is nothing we can hit.
Well,
Maybe a couple of trees, but
Well, there is nothing to hit. No, you're correct.
What are you getting at, Dimplum?
I
There's a
just
lot here.
want to see if we all cast this spell at the same time, if we can discern which one of us casts it. Because magic is a very personal thing, and it has a personal touch.
Can you not teleport us outside to try this?
Well, I can't
No,
teleport
my-
us out there. And she pulls out her hand.
My mate only
going to-
wants to teleport once a day. I'm
Take
sorry.
Trix's hand. If you keep us close, I can get us back if we need to.
Just gonna take us right outside. It's fine.
I'm
Oh.
trying to
We got
decide.
plane ship.
Plane shift?
There's so many places we can go.
We,
that are not
we plane
connected
shift
in.
into Avernus for
Oh,
3
God.
seconds, cast
Oh.
these spells, kill something, and then we go back. We're just in the middle of a war zone, we just drop 3 of these and then
I still
return.
haven't gotten to try Tyrannosaurus Rex. Could you get us back to Chult?
No,
Well,
are you-
technically, I can take you back to Cholt.
Are you casting Heart of the Glacier? No. Glacial Rift, aren't you?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He's-
We are
he's trying
determining.
to.
We are determining a safe place just to see what this spell
Well,
looks like for each of us.
Trix has said she can teleport us just outside and back again, so...
Yes.
Yeah, I already have
Yeah.
my hand. in
Well,
Trix's.
we'll do that.
So, just as in Harry Potter, we whoop
God.
and we pop outside.
To a desolate place where nothing can be heard.
We're literally just outside of the cave mouth. I have no idea how this works because I have not been there in person, but Trix has been there, so...
Right. You're all doing this.
Yep.
Oh,
There
I
you
think
go.
we did something.
No, this is what you have to say. Great magic
Oh,
requires
okay.
verbal components in languages you
Ah.
don't necessarily understand. And you will have to
Okay.
remember these. Or you will not be
I
able
will
to
add-
use the spell.
I will add it to my notes.
I have too many things for Trix.
Why can I not add notes to a spell? Alright,
Because
normal
the
notes
spells
it is.
are stupid.
Yep.
I could have
Sure.
just made this into the spell thing if I knew
The
about this
flavor, right?
earlier.
I'm sorry, I didn't think you'd be casting it yet.
No, but in the general sense.
You could have done, yes. Well, you still can edit
And just
it.
add it to notes. It's fine.
You can still edit the spell.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
that requires everyone to... That requires
Remove
me
the,
to update the item, and then everyone has to remove it and then add it again, and I don't trust these people.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, we don't trust you either.
Oh,
The
good.
feeling is mutual, I believe.
Well, we are outside of the cave now. Well, are you ready? I have actually no clue what the outside looks like.
Ice.
Yeah, I was like probably a lot of white and ice and snow.
Pretty
Okay.
pretty much just expanses of glacier and nothing else.
An
Wonderful.
occasional slight variance, not much.
Okay.
Ah, there we go. I did not want to potentially wreck the home that we were in. So graciously. Now, shall we?
Okay, let's do this. Should
Wait,
we
which
do
one?
it all at the same time or after?
Of
each
course
other?
we're doing it at the same time.
Okay.
My question is, are we doing this in common or druidic?
I think it is tied to the... I think it's a bit of...
Don't know if we
Both?
can do it in common.
The spell
Okay.
is not written in common. Most of it.
Yeah, it's a little bit of each.
Okay, then I need to make this letters bigger.
I need to read.
I need to be able to see the letters.
Oh god, it's Martrix.
Oh, God.
I have this whole arc in my head of old fucking Trix in a rocking chair terrifying her grandchildren.
I
But this is
actually
just called
need...
Martrix.
No, actually though, I have had like I want to be able at some point to play old Tricks, like 90-year-old Tricks.
I'd love for you
Could it
all to play your old characters that are really fucking old.
No, but it has to be in another dimension or another
Yeah.
timeline because Trix is not becoming 90 and old and wrinkled and everything like that.
I'd love for you to play old Trix. Travis.
Yeah, I
I don't know
really-
what character you'd be really cool. Old Bonkers would be
Old
amazing.
Hattie would be insane, but
It would, but Old Bonkers would be funnier.
oh yeah.
Lars, you need to play Old Joel.
Yeah.
Because it'll just be more unhinged than ever because he doesn't give a shit anymore.
I already played an old character because I played Fish in the River. I could just play
That's
him
true.
more.
You could just play very, very old fish in the river.
Yeah.
Okay.
Floating fish in the river.
Now,
No. Belly up.
oh god, that just sounds like he killed him.
Yeah, that was a joke, yes.
It's a snot.
He's already really old.
Okay, now we are going to say this incantation at the same time.
Yeah.
You are.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you it first so you know how to say it?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Got it.
Absolutely not. That's half the
Okay.
fun.
You actually
Three.
this is the first time you guys have actually done this properly. You usually refuse to.
3,
try.
2, 1, go. Vrataen, Itarun, Seraka, Tortel, Veis, Kaldum, Murak, Fraktur, Isenfall, Harun, Disel.
By frost-bound fang and frozen thought, let the rift awaken. Hattie says.
That is
she
the
slams
that
her
is, that
cheek.
is the whole spell, and Hattie's the only one to finish the whole spell.
Oh, do you have to say the last
Yes,
thing
you
as
have to
well?
say the bit in common too,
I
which means you
can't-
which means you have to start again.
Okay.
Well, mine worked. I'm not doing it again. No.
Yeah, ice and snow is falling, and jagged spikes and fishes are falling, but it's all because of Hattie. So come on, start again.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
now
fuck,
I
I
want
fucked
a
up.
description of Hatties
will
first
have
because I
You
want
want to-
this to be visual.
They are inexperienced with ice. I say just to no one. You have to finish the incantation or it doesn't work.
I
I
became
just-
out of breath.
As it does so,
just thought that
shards of crystalline silver ice fall from the sky. Everything around her turns to almost liquid mercury, but it's ice. Jagged spikes erupt from fissures that seem to endlessly continue, and whispers seem to emanate from the fissures within, and the ice speaks once more.
Stupid.
Fuck you, it's not stupid.
No, 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 it was
Fuck you!
Alex. I just put on my non-prescription glasses, and I thought I need to read this again. Why did I do that?
We need to find some actual glasses for Travis to be the glasses of hindsight, and they need to be ridiculous.
I'll keep an eye out.
No. I'm thinking like
No.
Big Dane Everett with peacock feathers or something really fucking weird, or cogs or something.
I'll keep an eye out for
Well-
something.
Yeah,
But
probably
we
a Ren
wouldn't
fair.
know.
Yeah.
We won't know if there's a difference between our eyes if we don't try you and me, Dimblem. So,
Right, let's go.
yes.
Varthen
Varthen Karl,
Karl Ithrun Deraka
Shuratel, Weiss,
Weiss
Kaldrum, Burak,
Kaldemurak Fraktur
Isenthal,
Isenthal
Harun
Disel
Disel,
By
by
frostbound
frostbound fang
fang
and
and
frozen
frozen fall.
Fault.
Let
the
the
rift
rift
awaken!
awaken.
The sky grows darker still, and silvery specks emanate around clouds of darkness, and strange tentacles intertwine with spikes of haloed suns. The fissures themselves in the ground seem to emanate up with glorious light, which is slowly petered by the tendrils and shadows emanating. The ground itself, mercurial at first from Hattie's incantation, gets flecks of almost sparkling light mixed with what almost seems to be moving eyes.
Okay, so
You just
Briggs
terrified
is
everyone.
maroon.
Yes.
No, Briggs is Hemon. I don't remember the name of the Daybreakers.
Hemora. Wait, I know his name.
That wasn't
Okay.
ice, but it was still impressive.
Oh, all within ice. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Well, that's not the way I've seen.
Oh, Hermaeus Mora.
Hermaeus Mora.
Hermaeus Mora! Thank
Yay!
you! Oh my god! Hermaeus Mora, yes.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh.
I don't think ice is supposed to look like that, but that's a nice flavor of ice.
So if we combine this, we are going to give someone an epileptic attack.
And generational trauma.
Yes.
I call that the regular Tuesday.
Just how much
I call
damage
that
do
my
we do
childhood.
together if we do this?
Roll it and find out.
Oh no.
That's a 51 from me.
I'm kind of rooting for Hattie to out-damage all of you.
36.
I did really bad.
Yes.
Yay!
Yay!
Hey, hooray!
Oh, look, Hattie did the same amount of piecing as you did total.
That's 140 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Collectively.
That's
Wait.
nice.
This is enough to fell small armies
No.
of normal people.
Yes. Just walk into a village.
Travis, you one-upped me on piecing and calls.
Was it one above on each?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
You literally one-upped me.
Literally.
Wait, how often can we cast this?
Whenever.
As long as you have a spell points.
I was gonna
Do
say,
we
is it
need-
at will or is it spell points?
Spell points.
Okay.
Okay.
Which
So
is a
still
4th
requires
level
energy
spell.
to cast. Yep.
I had already forgotten we're doing spell points.
Okay, so that's fun. Very distinct differences in our magical
Yeah, but I have it written down.
signature.
I need to
Well-
get better about these, but I've used like one spell.
Yeah, thematically, any spell which is in normal rotation is so used and so almost overdone that everyone's looks the same. Spells that aren't used by others tend to have different effects visually.
Textbook versus custom.
Yeah, because basically the only people that have ever cast these spells are the druids, and they all have the same source of power. They all have the same beliefs, but you guys don't.
Yeah. We are heathens to these people.
Technically, you are,
How
but
do you-
you're welcome, heathens.
Hattie is very much a creature of ice and death.
But
of
is
magic in the weave. Tricks of
is it
unspeakable horror.
Unspeakable horror, about accurate. Actually.
Floors and eyes and tentacles.
Unspeakable forgotten horror. You don't know what's
I was
coming
going
next.
I was going to ask, is it easy to see which one of us is affecting the glacial rift with, I don't know. I assume
I
tentacles
mean,
come
if you
because of
don't
me.
know us,
Yes.
it might be hard to figure out
Yes.
which one does what. If you know us, it's very clear.
It's
Which
very, very obvious if you know them.
But to an unsuspecting BBEG or something, they wouldn't know.
Okay.
We
Just
can
think the
confuse
gods have arrived. This is your entrance music, Glacial Rift.
them.
Like,
So
I
it's a glacial
move-
rift, like.
Yes.
Yes.
This is now going to be our like standard opening act. It's just gonna be the three of us casting Glacial Rift.
Yes.
In
That's
every
how we
fight.
enter all fights.
Yeah.
The battleground of the entire landscape is scarred by Glacial Rift.
We go all Power Ranger on this.
Go, go, glacial wave!
Yeah. Uh, oof.
And no
Ina's
one
definitely
moved.
not the pink ranger, I'm telling you that now.
Oh god,
Oh god.
my shelf is falling apart.
Oh. Is
Oh.
it that windy?
It's a full-on storm.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
It's just so warm. I have to have the window open, or else I'm gonna melt.
Oh,
What is
fair
it like?
enough.
22
It's
degrees there.
16 degrees earlier today. Now it's probably close to 11 or 12.
Come on, Travis, what is it where you are?
Let's see. At the moment,
It's been 21 where I am.
Oh, that's too
Uh,
warm.
it's currently
Yeah, it is.
21 degrees Celsius,
See, Travis is at the same point as me.
and it's kind of chilly at the moment.
It's
Yeah,
not.
there is a
Sure.
slight chill. There is a slight chill in the breeze.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I'm having not a chill in the breeze. I have wind from the south and not from the north, so it's not ice cold. It's actually very warm. It's a warm
Ooh,
breeze.
Nice.
Yes,
Warm
it
fronts
is.
in north of here, south of here.
Earlier this week, it hit 35 Celsius.
Oh my god.
And that wasn't even all that hot comparatively.
You
Yeah,
know,
but you
all
are-
that
you-
hot.
You are in America as well, and it's different when it gets hot with us though, because you usually get like dry heat, generally.
California, it's not as
California
dry as
less
some-
so actually. It used to be in
was super dry.
Arizona was super dry, like 50 degrees. There was like 23 in somewhere with moisture.
Not quite like that. It was still terrifyingly hot, but
It
not
was.
as hot as it sounds. Just not
No.
as hot as it sounds. Here it is about normal because it's, I think it was 60-ish% humidity the other day when it was happening at
Yeah.
95. So like
It's probably a bit equitable to me, to be honest, at this point.
probably
But-
just
Yeah.
a little hotter
Um,
on the top end.
Yeah.
Trix is pulling out her
On
hand again. Shall
Which
we go
one?
back inside?
Which one?
Right.
Well,
the
not
one
that
she
that
has.
one.
One is still there.
The one that's still there, or the one that's not still there?
Well, she will be holding out her spectral hand, and then she will be like, "Oh fuck, no, not that one." Yeah.
She still forgets.
Yeah,
Also
let's
have it.
go back. I have accomplished what I wanted to see.
There we go. We had
Terrified the
our
local
test
wildlife.
I
successful.
mean,
What wildlife?
Yeah, I mean there isn't a lot of wildlife. It's true.
We may have killed like one unknown ice burrowing creature or something. At worst. Probably not even that.
He probably deserved it.
It was
Wow.
probably a little bit too homicidal for its own good.
We.
I was
After
just
somebody taught
picturing
it how
the
to use
Dunes
murder and
handbook.
fools. Oh,
Yeah,
But yeah,
I was thinking
if-
more like a slightly homicidal badger.
As you,
Yeah.
oh
If
god, not
ev-
the badger. I'm never living down the badger, am I?
no.
But yeah, no. If both of you grab Trix's hand, she's just gonna gently pop us back inside, exactly where we stood.
Yeah.
As you do so, can you all roll a perception roll, please?
Mm-hmm. No, I cannot. I'm kidding. Perception.
It's a 22.
27.
Tricks only this time, actually.
Oh my.
This guy is good. As you walk back, or how are you getting back in? Are you teleporting? Are you walking? What?
Teleporting back in,
As
exactly
you
back where
teleport
we
back
stood.
in, you will
We're
see
not
a figure
peasant.
in the distance you didn't see in a furred cloak with glowing runes. He seems to have. They seem to have a staff with a giant ice eagle on it, and you hear the words, "They are learning," as the figure walks away.
Wait, do we see this as we teleport or when we come back?
You see it as you teleport.
Oh.
And only you see it.
Wait,
I
what
know I
did he
don't see
say
it,
again?
but for clarification, was the figure outside or inside?
Outside.
Okay.
They are learning.
What did he? I should probably write this.
I'm going to write it down.
You
just in
also
case.
hear 2 squawks of eagles.
Yep.
my eagle sound. Don't
I
know
have to
why
say,
my
I love
eagle
the new
sound
pen, Alex.
is.
It's really
it's
good.
it's really nice. I have one too. I've got the
Yeah.
purple version, of course.
I freaking love the pen. It's really good. Wait, what did the man say again? They will learn?
That they are learning.
Oh, they are learning. Thank you.
Now that we have had our fun, I think there are other people in this circle that needs our help.
Oh,
Indeed.
we need to also
Another
add
settlement needs our help.
that they did acquire a new item last week, which allowed you to gain quest markers.
Yes, a compass that Hattie has.
The compass of Spakjaro.
The compass of it will point to the object.
Spakjaro will never die. He will just exist in different places.
So
Wait, is it really? Wait, where did we met Spakjaro in Spelljammer?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
I'm most intrigued by the lady up here and the man down here.
I'm making notes, so I'll follow you guys.
I don't know the quest, so I don't care.
We
No,
don't
no
know the
good.
quest either. I'm just
They chose to
intrigued by
just
the character.
go with the first quest they found.
It
Yes.
sounded interesting, and
Well, it
we wanted
sounds-
something to do.
I assume we're probably about to do everything
Now,
anyway, so...
My wife, where does your intuition tell you to go?
Oh, that's a funny question, husband. Hold on. Okay, Alex, where does my intuition tell me to go?
Sorry, there was meant to be 3, not 4.
I didn't know Alice was your intuition.
I am her
Alex
intuition.
is-
Both in reality and in game.
Alex is my intuition, so she will hum. And in the meantime, Alex, where do my intuition tell me to go, or my gut feeling?
This
or my
depends
instinct?
on if you find. Hold on. If you find old men with staves or big burly men with claws more attractive.
Big burly man with claws.
Okay,
I knew that answer.
I knew that answer too, but this is where you are drawn towards.
Ah, wait, what's the sentence? We have a direction, or something like that.
We
And
have
she
a
will stop
heading.
walking. We have a
Yes,
heading,
We have a problem.
and she will start walking this way.
And I will leisurely follow. And as I follow, even though this is like a 2-minute walk, I will casually glimpse at my bright book to see if it's deciding to blind me.
Oh no, not the Book of Acheron.
The Book of Acheron.
The Golden Book of Acheron.
The Golden
Yes.
Book of Acheron, yes. Oh God, help us all.
My dear husband.
I've just, since I've gotten something out of it before, I'm just gonna keep on looking at it to see if someday I'm able to discern what it's starting to say.
My dear husband, my intuition tell me we should talk to this fellow. Hello there.
And I will close my book, put it in my backpack or wherever I put my stuff. And I will address the gentleman.
We greet you.
I'm
Welcome.
just good to be.
My name is Kale. Not like the vegetable. We are brought here. What do you
Kale
see?
Ice Claw, Kale Sanneth.
That's a fine name. Reminds
It
me of someone
was
else.
and shall be now.
It is still a fine name, yes.
So you heard the
perhaps-
forger's cry, did you?
No, not really, but
We got word you might need
Ah.
help.
It is not me that needs help, but others
Well,
outside
what
of
can
the circle.
Well,
The
we are
dwarves.
more than happy to help. If there is anything we can do.
we are here to serve and repay the hospitality that has been granted us.
What do
So-
you know of the tiny people of this realm?
I am a
Not
tiny
much.
people.
You're
You are
not of this realm, Wild. We say in unison.
True.
Are you talking about the dwarves?
Yes, the dwarves, as the tiny one says.
I served on a ship with a few dwarves.
Does the
I know a
tiny
bit
one
about
require a booster seat?
Oh no, it's fine, and I will
Oh, I have him.
pick her up. I'm her booster seat. And she will sit on my shoulder.
I was among the last sentinels of Khaldun, the Ice Forge. For nearly 5 centuries they kept the flame alive, holding fast against the last embers of the Pact. But something stirs. Something deep. Frost-wrought horrors. Cults that bend to cold and iron and shadows, hungry for flame. The Forge
Did they
is under
dig
siege.
too deep?
I was so tempted to say it, they dug too deep. And they awakened something. In their greed.
Yeah, they dug too deep.
Yeah, they
Aw.
did.
Shadow and ice.
We're getting
heart-
an ice Balrog.
Oh. Ooh.
We are now.
No.
Oh, you are now.
Don't worry, that would be so much of a fun fight.
Ooh.
It would be a cool fight.
It's a Ryan Balrog. Okay, hold on.
Oh, I'm so sorry if I derailed the BBG, but...
No. I love him better. Where was I? The Heartfire
What?
flickers. If it dies, so does the last legacy of the Ember Line. You must stand with them, the dwarves of the clans. They don't ask for help lightly, but the old runes speak of heroes who'd come when frost and fire collided. Prove them true, or watch the last forge fall.
Well, I'm down to help the tiny people.
Yeah.
My memory serves me correct. Just a dwarf being willing to accept help is both a great honor and a mighty indicator of need. We should go with her, at least.
Yeah, can you point us to where we need to go?
I can, but before I do, perhaps we should inform you of certain things. The dwarves are a proud race. We don't take help lightly, knowing something of them may be of help.
Well, I know
Well,
Nemeth.
What is a Nemet?
Nemeth is a dwarf. He's a very famous dwarf, actually.
We have not heard of this tiny person.
See, he's not that
Huh.
famous.
He's famous. It's not my fault they don't have the Airgus network. Is that what it's called? I don't know. It's something new. I heard it the other day.
I think. Anyhow, we would gladly accept some lore on these proud people.
I am no child of the anvil, but I've walked with those who are. I've seen what they built, what they bled to keep it standing. The machines, the power they're capable of, how far they have fallen. Stone-blooded, fire-hearted, they carved their halls into the glacier's roots, tethered molten veins to ancient ruins. Where others froze, they endured. Where others shattered, they endured. Always. They do not bend to the world The world bends to them. The last pack keepers are the dwindling light of the faithful balance. You've heard of the gods of the stone and sky. But these dwarves, they made pact with something older. Fire from beneath the world's skin. It wasn't conquest. It was communion. They offered breath, blood, and patience. And in return, the mountain gave them heat, life, and memory. We watched them from afar, but few dared to learn their meanings. The forge does not remember. It burns in remembrance. Some are born marked by the pact of their ancestors, embers within their skin, voices that echo the anvil's ring. I've seen it in their eyes. Fire not as destruction, but legacy. They let their craft speak for them, and what it says is eternal. But there are those who would twist balance into dogma, who worship the cold not as clarity, but as silence. The Frostfire cult were dwarves once, but now they remain something else. They believe flame is a sin, that stillness is purity. They see this place entombed in ice, every ember drowned in silence. Blood frozen on the altar stones, fire sealed in rune ice cages. And then there's the blade. A relic, but a promise of a threat. They forged it in balance, tempered it in war, and sealed it away when it began to hunger. The dwarves say it can cut through the cold itself, melt through lies and legacy. The glacier shifts uneasy when it stirs. Perhaps it could tip a balance, not just for the forge, but for all of us.
You know what, Hattie? This does sound urgent.
As I said, if a dwarf is willing to accept help, you know it is urgent, let alone when they ask for it. My
Maybe we...
experience.
I don't know what the other people around here want, but I at least want to help. This does sound very urgent.
Then let's go, I suppose.
Well,
Let's
ready
make
for
haste to the dwarves.
journey, or should we take a bit of rest first?
Oh,
It is very urgent that we go.
right. I was just picking herbs this whole morning. You
Yeah.
guys tired?
I'm not really.
How long have we been awake? Because we walked all the way to the springs, and then
we-
we teleported back.
Yes, and we did take a peaceful rest over at the spring.
Short
So-
rest, right?
About 8 to 12 hours.
Okay. So it's probably mid-afternoon by now?
Yes.
Of approximately mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
Is the journey far? Hale.
It is 2 days' travel.
Then we
Plenty
should
of
rest along
time
the
to
way.
sleep on the way then.
We could travel for half a day and then rest for... No, wait, it's probably a stupid idea to rest in the ice, isn't it?
We can rest in the ice with our wings.
Okay, well then.
You know what, Hattie? I'll race you.
You'll race me.
Yeah.
We've already raced before, and we're very similar.
Yes, but it's fun. I mean, if you don't want to, we don't have to.
I think while we should go with haste, we should more cautious profile where we are in the moment. The glacier out there is dangerous, and I think it'd be best if we traveled together with our wits focused outward. Minimize distractions.
Well, I'm probably gonna ride either of you anyway, so... Because I can't keep
Oh.
track with any of you, even if you're just walking, so...
I had to stop myself from saying, and Dimlim turns into a jet plane.
Jet plagues doesn't exist yet.
But I like the image.
I feel like with the eyes that are on this area, it would be best if we stick to foot.
Yes, it is.
I
But
can't afford letting anyone see
slightly
me.
above the ground so we don't trip and fall on vegetation.
Well, I can see where Hattie is coming from because she is a fucking big dragon. Like, she's easily visible. Like, I'm tiny, no one's gonna see me if she's there.
The whole reason I pushed myself into this is to maintain anonymity from the one who we are directly walking towards. If he knows I am here, it will change that advantage.
I want to try something here. And Dimlin will hover over you, Hattie. And then he will do his stealth thing. And this is entirely up to Alex. If me switching my form to being of the surrounding area, I'm not see-through, so can I cover Hattie from aerial point of view?
Oh,
Oh.
that's an interesting idea.
Like a
So, like,
cloak.
so basically, cloak can mimic the environment so that Hattie cannot be seen.
Yes,
I am.
from above, that is.
I don't know if he even knows this form, but he would see my true form coming. But that's still an interesting proposition, she says, looking up as Dimlim is trying to.
And I can make myself big enough to cover you properly.
To cover me. The real me.
I mean, probably not in draconic form, but in human
That's
form, yes.
Human form is much less important. We can simply walk like travelers. Stick to the ice and snow.
I can make myself as big as any race I've seen.
I'm just a normal person now.
This is entirely up to Alex.
Oh, sure. Actually, yeah,
I
I love the idea. So, absolutely,
Okay, nice.
it's an interesting use of your abilities and a way of shielding a fellow party member with no particular mechanical issues. So, yes, absolutely.
Good. And I'm just gonna hover over you and make you harder to find.
Well, probably it would make both of us harder to find, to be honest. Trix is small.
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
no, Trix is just gonna
Wow.
ride on
I
you.
This is-
I will like to state though, like, if not being seen is the main theme here, like, she's a warlock of the shadows by now, and she's very adept in hiding and stealthing, so, like, she can become invisible at a spot. And none of you would notice. So, like, she can hide in whatever. So,
My biggest concern was that I cannot take my true form, so not truly race with that least. I don't think we need to be visible the whole way, simply inconspicuous.
If I cover your body, then they will not see your true form.
This is true. It is possible that others have true sight, though minimal.
I
That's interesting.
don't think true sight works against actual camouflage.
yeah, because I am actually with Dimblum here, Hattie, because they're seeing Dimblum, aren't they?
Yes,
Rats, they would
they
see
are
different-
So they
seeing
won't
me.
see you.
No,
And
that's
they,
true.
if you're hiding behind a wall, they're not seeing you, your true form, through a wall.
It's not a magical X-ray vision, and I can
No.
tell you that.
So I actually think if by any case you could become your dragon if Dimblum was big enough to cover your dragon form and you could fly with
I
him.
don't think
and
get that
we
big,
can
but
become like a camouflage dragon.
Tell you what. Here's what we will do. I have a better idea, I think, Dimblim, though we will use yours in the future, I'm sure. With the haste, let's go ahead and... Do you guys trust me?
That
Always.
depends. No, of course we trust you.
Then we trust Hattie. And she kind of smacks him.
In Hattie we trust.
In Hattie we trust.
Then
Don't you dare not trust Hattie.
we go with haste at once then. But as soon as we leave the ground, you will no longer see me. But you will feel me.
Are you spirit
Oh
walking?
wow.
No.
Because I have told you you can
But-
do that, so I was wondering if you were actually going to do
Yeah,
that.
but spirit
No,
walking.
I can cast invisibility though. I have invisibility. So I was going to take
That, but
I was
that's
going to
the
take my-
thing. I think True Sight sees through invisibility.
It does, but if you don't see something flying in the first place, you wouldn't know to bother looking there. So I'm
No,
hoping
but
for
with
the-
being like Dimblim, I always have True Sight. I'm just too used to it.
True, you would
to
still see me.
I don't bother because I think everyone sees what I see.
That's
Oh, wow.
No, this is just the reason I made up to not make it a nightmare for Alex to describe every single thing.
I mean, I can if you desperately wanted me to, but it would be here
No.
forever.
So,
Yeah.
Simply.
So
why don't we stick close to you? But me and Trix will fly invisibly. And if we need to, at a moment's notice, I will tuck back into my human form, and you will be my shield. Is that acceptable?
I know. I can make us into a shadow, Hattie. Don't worry.
We have our tricks up our sleeve.
Oh.
I have tricks up my sleeve.
How has that not occurred before, that statement?
I should really have that as my saying. Don't worry, guys. I have tricks up my sleeve.
and Hattie
Oh,
can
that's definitely-
Hattie can mean it in a more literal sense.
Yeah, so can Dimblim.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was multi-pointed
Yeah.
approach.
Oh well, we are
Where are we
stealthily moving towards.
You guys are stealthily flying, and I'm just gonna tag along Hattie.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, look at my new. No, it's not new. Look at my cloak, and she just vanished.
I sent you your item, by the way, Hannah.
Yeah, I know. This is why I did it, because you have actually upgraded my cloak now, so I can actually do shit with my cloak. That's
I
actually
upgraded.
beneficial.
I did upgrade everyone's.
Yeah.
So she's just gonna be, look at this, guys, and just vanish in front of you.
I would look if I
Oh.
can see it, but the fact that I cannot is impressive.
Well,
Actually,
I
can
am
see it? Can
high-
Your side also.
I am hiding inside a cloak,
I don't yet.
so I don't know how it works. If it works like a wall, like the like Dimblim
Well, like
covering
the
you kind of
Dimblim.
speech. So
The
I don't
wall
know.
of Dimblim.
In the lining
But-
is stitched, I do solemnly swear I am up to no good.
I have basically gotten the Deathly Hallow invisibility cloak, I believe.
Yeah, pretty
Nice.
much.
Yeah.
Seems appropriate for you.
And now we are going
Yes.
to use Dimblim as a different type of wall.
Yes.
Camouflage wall.
So
Oh,
yeah,
and
I'm
by
gonna go ahead.
by the way, while being invisible, because she did just state that she was gonna go with Hattie. Hattie, you're just gonna feel like a little tug in your like whatever you're wearing, dress, jacket,
In your sleeve.
or whatever, and yeah, your sleeve or whatever, and you can feel like she's holding on to it.
Okay.
So you know that Trix is just ready to go with you.
Okay, then
Um,
let's go ahead and
Right.
step outside.
question. Do you
Yeah.
guys need a shopping trip, or are you okay?
I mean, I
Um,
don't need anything.
I have not made money since.
I have
When
given
have
you
you been
all
given
my
money?
money.
This is true. Trix's unlimited money.
Yes, and I gave you
You are the only
20,000
one.
gold for jerky.
Hattie is the only one that has just avoided all contract business money lending shit with Trix, because she's the only one that's just not specifically saying loaning.
Yeah.
So she's just gotten you a free pass.
Also, if you die, Triggs, I'm taking half. If we get divorced, I'm taking half of your shit.
Oh, I have a testament.
No, if we get divorced before you die, I'm
Wait, did
getting half of
we
your
specifically
shit.
say that we were gonna do a prenup when we got
Yes, you
married?
did. Yes,
Yeah,
you
we
did.
did.
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you.
But if I die, you are in the testament.
Oh, how nice.
I have a testament. I can't just lend just give Alex's characters money. I gotta. I need to. Like, I'm making a legacy here. Like, if I die, I have 20 children I can pick from.
Yeah. And
I mean,
then
more than that,
still have
considering your
trillions
child
left.
soldiers.
Yes, I am making like a line here. Like, I have plans 50 years ahead when it comes to characters.
Trix is
Oh,
going
Trix.
straight Genghis Khan mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
forming an
there's
empire.
it's like a hierarchy. Someone is taking Trix's place.
Yeah, interesting question. What kind of abomination would Trix and Dimblem make if they decided
Oh
to
my
get a
god!
child? I know we have a picture of him. I just
That's-
don't know what.
No, you don't.
He
You have a
will-
picture of
No,
Talia
not
and
Talia. Never mind.
Talia and Alcar. Yeah.
Yes.
Would it just be a Warforged tiefling?
Well,
Would
yeah,
it be
maybe.
no, wait. I like to think that me and Dimblem's child would have like human-like skin and like look organic, but have the option of transforming. It will basically be like the female from X-Men, who can change
Phoenix.
everything.
Mystique.
Oh, Mystique.
Mystique, yeah, it would basically be Mystique.
Okay,
That's what
so
I'm
we have a
picturing.
shape changer as a child.
Yes. That's not child. She's a she or he is a shape changer. No, shape changer.
Shapeshifter.
Yeah. Shapeshifter. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It made sense. It was just not the word you were looking for, I could tell.
No, it was not the word I was looking for. I'm still thinking shape changer. Shapeshifter.
Yes.
Shape
I mean, both work, but
Shape
Yeah.
changer sounds weird.
Like I said, it still makes sense. It's just not the
Yes.
common.
Some call them skin change, which I
descriptor.
find even weirder still.
ew.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just sounds
Skinwalker.
those skin
Yeah.
changes.
The word you should not say because we have people in the vicinity
Oh,
of
fuck.
where they are.
No,
I
we,
did
no,
not
we,
think
we,
about
we,
that,
ca-
I'm
we, call,
sorry.
we call them flesh pedestrians.
Yes, flesh
there we go.
pedestrians
Oh, okay.
is allowed
Flesh
to say.
pedestrians. Fine. I'm actually down with that. I'm sorry. I didn't think about that.
Yes, we don't want to attract their ire towards Travis.
Thank you. I am not repeating the names, even the ones that are similar.
Yes.
I'll give you some folklore creatures you can yell out to curse
Yeah,
me with.
but
just
none
to...
of them react on names.
Yeah, the ones around me very specifically react to names.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't have name-related creatures, do we?
Yeah.
No, we don't. We
There's
just have
two of them
random
around here
things
that you
we
should not
see.
name.
But that
Oh.
being said, in Norway, if you ever hear someone sing in the woods or
Yeah.
a baby cry in the woods, you don't go close to that.
No.
Huh.
Singing is dangerous. And if you encounter someone who looks fucking beautiful as hell,
Don't
and
Don't
trust them.
it
ever
offers you
trust them.
food, and it offers you food. Turn around or throw silver at them. Or was it iron? I think it's iron.
It's iron.
If it's
Yeah, I think it's
Fey
iron.
related, then it's called iron.
Yeah, I think it's iron because you can throw a knife over their head and they'll be gone. At least that's what my dad told me.
I mean,
Oh,
to be fair,
okay.
I'm not a Fey, and if somebody threw a knife over my head, I would also. Throw a
I would also be gone.
But yes,
Whether it hit
we
or
are
not, I'm not there.
we are not
This
here
is
to
a
talk about the
horrifying
Norse.
child. I'm
We are not
What did
here
you
to talk
post?
about Norse folklore. So
No, we're here to look at the horrifying child we're making. Go into Immortals.
oh no. Oh no! Why does it look kind of cute?
It is kind of cute, but it's still
Yes.
horrifying.
It's also very traumatic. It's also still kind of cute.
Like I wouldn't fuck with this child.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, yes, Trix is ready to leave, but she doesn't care about if you two are tired. She's just off we go,
So we-
adventuring.
We will go, and we can make haste and get most of the way there at least.
Yeah.
We're probably moving faster than many of the local denizens would
Locals?
move on foot. So, I will step as soon as we are outside the cave entrance. I will take my full draconic form for but a few seconds before I cast invisibility on myself.
And as he does, I will become of equal size and slightly bigger to cover her, and then let's see what
In
should
full draconic form, I'm not sure. I don't think you can.
I can become as big as any race I have seen. 31.
That's up to Alex.
I
Yes.
know, but
Okay.
that is where we end session.